The bruise on my daughter's arm was shaped like 4 fingers, and the babysitter swore she didn't know how it got there. Mia is 4. She started flinching when men raised their voices, started sleeping with the hallway light on, started drawing pictures of a man with red hands. I told myself kids bruise easily. I told myself Renata, our babysitter of 2 years, would never lie to me. Then Mia said, "Daddy gets mad at Renata too," and my stomach dropped through the floor. My husband Dorian traveled for work 3 weeks a month. When he was home, he was charming, controlled, adored by everyone at his own company dinners. I married a man other women called lucky to have him, but Mia was afraid of something, and Renata's eyes went somewhere else whenever I asked direct questions. So I installed a camera, not to catch Renata, to catch whatever was happening when I wasn't there. For 9 days, nothing. Then, on a Tuesday, I was supposed to be at a conference 2 states away. My flight got canceled and I came home early. The footage from that afternoon changed everything. Dorian's car in the driveway at 2 p.m., 3 hours before he claimed he landed. Inside, the audio caught him screaming at Renata for letting the kid wander around like a stray, then grabbing Mia's arm hard enough that she cried out. Renata stepped between them. He shoved her into the counter. Mia hid behind the couch, hands over her ears, and Renata knelt in front of her and whispered something I couldn't hear until I turned the volume up at home that night, alone, hands shaking. "He can't hurt you if I'm standing here, I promise." Renata had been taking the hits meant for my daughter for months. I confronted her first, not him. I owed her that. She broke down and told me everything. The threats if she quit, the money he paid her extra for discretion, the nights she stayed late because she was afraid to leave Mia alone with him even for an hour. She'd been documenting it too, quietly, on her own phone. Dates, photos of bruises on her own arms, 3 voice memos she recorded in her apron pocket without him knowing. That's when the confusion turned into rage, not just at Dorian, at myself, for not seeing it, for trusting the calm voice over the frightened child. I called a lawyer before I called my mother. My mother, when she found out, said the words every daughter dreads. "Are you sure you're not overreacting? He's the father of your child. Think about what this does to the family." My sister said the same thing, gentler, but just as final. "Family first," they said, as if silence were a kind of loyalty. The custody hearing used everything. The footage, Renata's memos, a pediatrician's report on the bruising pattern, Mia's drawings that a child psychologist testified were consistent with witnessed domestic violence. Dorian's lawyer argued the nanny had motive to fabricate abuse to protect her job. The judge did not agree. Supervised visitation only, a restraining order, a resignation quietly requested by his own company once the filing became public record, because appearances matter more to corporations than people ever do. Renata got a new job, a better one, that I helped her find. I offered her more money to keep working for us. She said no. She said she needed distance from all of it, and I understood, even though losing her felt like losing the one adult in that house who had actually protected my daughter when I could not. My mother still calls sometimes to ask when I'll let Dorian see his little girl properly. My sister stopped inviting me to family dinners where he still shows up, because apparently a man who leaves handprints on a child gets grandfathered into holiday plans, and I do not. Mia still sleeps with the hallway light on. She started therapy. She still asks, some nights, if Renata is coming back, and I don't know how to explain that the woman who protected her isn't family by blood, and the man who hurt her is, and that none of that logic makes the ache any smaller for either of us. I don't regret the camera. I don't regret the footage, the lawyer, the hearing, any of it. What I regret is the 2 years before it, when I mistook a quiet house for a safe one, and never once asked my daughter what silence was costing her.